What is up, YouTube? It's Keith here from the Couple of Support Games YouTube channel, and I want to talk to you a little bit about matchmaking. We did a little bit of a deep dive into the myths around Marvel Snap matchmaking in a previous video, and this time I want to talk about game company design philosophy towards matchmaking, because the average player expects matchmaking to provide you with a fair and balanced gameplay experience, because the average player expects that the game designer making these games wants you to have fun playing their game, but that actually couldn't be further from the truth. And I know that there's a lot of anecdotal evidence that I'm going to be bringing up to support this, and obviously no big company is going to admit that it wants to trap you in a quagmire of a horrible rank so that you'll continue to have terrible games. Looking at you, League of Legends. But we're actually going to get through some of the bits and pieces of it. But the two main games that I'm going to be using to talk about this is Marvel Snap and League of Legends. Both games I've been playing a lot recently on stream and making some content for YouTube. This is my League of Legends stats page. This is literally what it looks like right now. Let me bring it over a little bit. So here's some important things to look at. This is the stats graph from my recent 10 games. I have a 50% win rate. I am a support main. And if you have a look at this current middle section, it says comparing with challenger support players. And you can see that I rank above them in nearly every metric. My utility score is obscene. Because my warding is constantly probably like best in my rank, and then like a lot of these other stats are really high. So what this is telling me is that it believes that in my role I could probably do well against people in the highest League of Legends rank, right? A- income, this is all above the board. S- map control, this is all above average, right? For the highest possible rank in League of Legends. But have a quick guess what rank I'm in? That's right, I'm stuck in bronze. On this account, I have been in plat. Literally been in platinum. Last season I was in silver because I decayed out of gold. I hadn't really been playing that much, and I like to, just kind of casually throw a lot of my ranked games, whatever. I hadn't been taking it very seriously in a while. And then I did my promos this time, and it's gone down a whole nother rank entirely. Now, playing games in bronze, I will very often, in a fair matchup, destroy my lane and win the game. In fact, we're going to look at the match history here, right? Here is 4 games. The bottom 2 games are huge wins, right? You can see, let's start with the first one. This is me here. This is my ADC. We are not a duo. They got 20 kills. I got 31 assists. That is a huge proportion of the kill participation. Enemy support, 1 in 10. Right? They didn't even buy a sweeper. They probably autofill. Next game. Right? Enemy support, 1 in 2. No assists. Enemy team got 6 kills the entire game. My ADC, most kills in game. I have 17 out of 28 kill participation, right? Now these 2 games, I do absolutely terrible, and the game ends in around 20 minutes. And that is because they're the promo games where League is incentivized for trapping you in the lowest possible bracket. Here's why. I'm going to show you a quick clip from Jeff Hoagland. This is another Marvel Snap content creator that I really like. And it's going to explain a little bit of what I'm talking about.
What is the purpose of the ladder, right? Like, you have to remember that the purpose of the ladder isn't to measure skill. The purpose of the ladder in a game like Marvel Snap is to drive engagement.
So in the ladder on Marvel Snap and in ranked mode on League of Legends, you are incentivized to get to a higher rank because there is rewards. Marvel Snaps is much more obvious because you'll get it pretty much instantly, but League of Legends has the end of season rewards, which is usually an exclusive skin, which I've never really cared about. The thing that's motivated me personally is that I want to be the best me that I can be, and having a number that reflects that I'm doing really well is very satisfying. Whereas instead now what I care about is what the stats page says, because the stats page says that if I played 10,000 games, this is probably where I would end up. These big companies are incentivized to keep you trapped in lower ranks so that you not only both have the mindset that you feel like, oh, if I just get out of this rank, my games will stop being terrible. That I know that is a big one in League of Legends. Like, oh, if I just get out of bronze, I'll start having fun playing ranked again. Jokes, that's never going to happen. I've been in a lot of different ranks. That's not the case. Marvel Snap is the same. It's like, oh, all I need to do is get to infinite. And then I'm like no longer worried about losing cubes. I, get all my rewards and stuff like that. You feel incentivized to play through what can be horrible matches or deeply unfavorable matches. A lot of people are talking about it in Marvel Snap at the moment, where you can be 70 out of 100 on the ladder and playing against people in the highest possible rank. People that are in 400 infinite, which is insane. To use a League of Legends analogy, that's like being in bronze and playing against literally any Smurf, which is another thing that people complain about regularly. But the idea behind this is that if you are trapped and you're constantly stuck, motivated in that mindset, knowing that the more that you play, if you do actually progress, things will get better, that's driving engagement for you as a player to be playing the game and engaging with it. And Marvel Snap has a monetization system where you see the new card and you go, oh, I see how this might work. This might be really powerful. I'm going to spend money to get this thing, which is in a way to take your money, basically. In League relies mostly on skins, but the more time you're playing the game, the more time you're in the client, the more time you're exposed to other people with really cool skins. Marvel Snap's variants have a similar thing, but then you're also constantly exposed to the marketing of the shop saying, hey, here's a cool new thing. Hey, here's stuff on sale. Hey, here's the special catered market. League has a special shop that has stuff like more likely for you to buy on a specific discount, and it's all built around keeping you trapped in the game, hoping that things will get better, and they won't. You've got to stop tying your skills of the game with your rank. It's irrelevant. You should care about stuff like the stats page. You should care about stuff like personal growth. If you feel like you're good at the game, that's probably good enough. Don't get trapped in somewhere where you're having a shit time hoping that things are going to get better and hoping that matchmaking will ever get better, because it won't. The designers literally have no incentive to ever make matchmaking better because it's designed to make money. It's not designed to be a good game. AAA companies do not make good games. AAA companies make money. These are not the same thing. This is why board game design is such an insane and different process to a lot of these things, because in board game design, you're trying to curate an experience for a player where they're going to have a fun time, they're going to interact with the game and its components in such a way it's going to be enjoyable to them, and an easier experience, and it's like streamlined and all these kind of things. And it is insane to look at literally any video game, and it is predatory, and it is designed in such a way where it's like, no, we just want to take your money, we just want to make you think that there's a game here. And that's crazy. And I hope that you wouldn't fall for that. I'm slowly trying to pull it out of myself. I've only been playing League Ranked a lot on stream, because I usually play with some other streamer buddies that play a lot of Ranked. And I thought it would be easy content. And honestly, I think in my life, League of Legends has done more irreparable damage to my mental state than literally any other digital product. And I don't recommend it to anyone else. I think it's horrible. Just ARAM. Don't ever play normals or ranked. Just ARAM. It's not even really that much better, but still, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. But I do actually make a lot of other cool content on this channel. If you want to check out some of that stuff, I do have some other stuff about Marvel Snap that does talk about how the game is built, and some resources in how to try and game the system to your benefit. I don't really make a lot of League of Legends content. I don't really want to have to talk about it more than the suffering I already inflict upon myself. But if you want to check out some of that stuff, I'll have buttons up here for you to have a look at. And you could also click that subscribe button, because when you click that button, it makes me happy a lot more than clicking the queuing up for a ranked game button.